know who you got. Do you have OGC running it back, or do you have Atlanta coming in for the revenge tour? As we start moving over, it's time for P1, Brendy.
It is time for P1. Immediately, you're going to have two people on the speech side for Old Guy Chicago. They're going to be rushing onto the point. Two players for Atlanta Dazed that are going to be running on the outside. First blood going in Jake's favor. Nothing really to back and forth action going on right now. Atlanta Dazed, 3 in favor for them, but Old Guy Chicago looks like they're hanging on.
You got to note Atlanta Dazed as well, getting control of that top ship earlier. It was basically a duel for it between Nime and Leafs. And Nime won the trade, and he's still taking out Leafs as he tries to go for it again. So it's going to be Atlanta Dazed holding on to this point, as well as grabbing that top ship. That's going to be crucial in this next rotation as we start getting down to 20 seconds. So you should start seeing OGC starting to move. It looks like they're going to. They're actually going to kill Nime off of that top. So now it's going to be them. We're going to be with ship control, and they should be ready for next.
Yeah, Nime was set up on that early rotation, so I thought for a second that maybe Nime would catch Old Guy Chicago a little bit off guard, but that trade did go in Old Guy Chicago's favor. They are going to be set up next for this P2. They do have the favorable spawns for the time being, so they should be getting a decent amount of time here. They could take the lead.
Lorenzo going to be on the 5 streak. Look out for that. Could get some streaks, but he does go down right in his head because the Catcher's Curse is very much a real thing. OGC still holding on to the point at the moment until that kill from Nime. He's in a great position here on these stairs. Going to help out inside of the point as well as watch the flank here. So now it's going to be up to his teammates to win the fights inside. Jake now going to be looking for that top control. Can't quite. I almost said top plane control. We're not playing checkmate anymore. We're playing Gavitu, man.
Yeah, we are playing Gavitu, Bobby, just as a reminder. So Old Guy Chicago, they are in the hill. It looks like they are going to take the lead here. Interesting to note, though, a minute of hardpoint time is already, a minute of game time has already left the clock. You're going to see a lot of contests on these higher divisions. A lot of time is going to be dwindling down. This could come down to time. We'll see. But either way, look on your mini-map. Atlanta Dazed, they're just going to go ahead and chalk the rest of this hill. Old Guy Chicago, they were in perfect position. Not really any breaks they could get there. But now look at Atlanta. They're set up almost perfectly. We'll see if they can pull back in.
Definitely one of the bigger money hills on the map is P3. It's going to be so hard to get to for OGC. If Atlanta Dazed are able to just hold on, they will be able to get Boku bucks out of this point. It looks like they're going to try to do so. Ouch is going to be a little aggressive as Nime picks up 2 in the back. And man, it's going to be a full clear for OGC. So wait, look at the spawns. You've got to be kidding me. OGC just spawned behind them. I don't know if there were, I didn't look at the minimap right away. I don't know if there was a flank that pushed on through, but OGC has broken the spawns, sorry, and have been able to break this hill, and now they have control.
Yeah, Bobby, I will have to say, if you go back to our match last night, that looked a little familiar, didn't it?
Oh,
I mean,
my God.
I'm not entirely sure if there was a flank from Old Guy Chicago or if there was a lucky spawn. I have no idea. Either way, Old Guy Chicago, they do get the break. So Atlanta, they for the meantime, they did not get the full 60 there, but they are set up for next.
I gotta run that back. I thought it was a full clear. I thought 4 went down, so I don't know why in the world there was a spawn there. I cannot possibly fathom why that would be the case. But now we go over to Money Hill 2, which would basically be P4, this radio side. Atlanta Dazed winning the rotation once again. A common theme we've seen so far. They seem to be winning a lot of these rotations, just about holding the point where they seem to have an issue. Leafs going big, though, with a good 3-piece to break spawns in the back. So that'll secure point for his team, and they'll try to get a tie game and possibly get in the lead here as well.
Yeah, initially nobody from OGC pushed beach, but it didn't really seem to matter. It seemed like they had a 2 push from mid and 2 from cliff, and it worked perfectly for them as they were able to get those spawns. And Atlanta Dazed, they're just going to go ahead and chalk this. Jake gets 2 nice kills onto New here. Leafs just going to get the rest of this time. It'll be about a 20-30 point lead for Old Guy Chicago. So Atlanta Dazed, they're off a little slow. But the thing is, Bobby, they are still winning basically every rotation, but they're not getting their holds. Let's see if they can get a hold here.
Atlanta Dazed once again early on the rotation, so they're going to get the first few points here on P5. They have the setup here, but now they just got to prevent OGC from breaking through, and that's something that Atlanta definitely has to work on here. They can't keep getting broken through the way that they're doing. They got to watch their flanks. Leafs is going to be the one who's going to be the issue. Now look at this. They're not even going to be looking behind. They have no idea he's back here. This is going to be trouble here for Atlanta, as it's going to be Old Guy Chicago who are going to get the spawns. Leaves playing smart, just waiting in the back, realize he got spawns, and he's going to get a kill in the process, putting him on that 5 spree, but Jake going to quickly take care of him. Atlanta are still holding on to the point, though, so OGC not making the most of this spawn flip for right now, and Jake is now just causing havoc on the top ship.
Yeah, despite the fact that OGC, they have the spawns, it really doesn't seem to matter because, like you said, Jake, he's on this top boat area, which is which is one of the biggest power positions in this game. So nice plays out of him to make sure the damage was minimal. And Atlanta basically got as close to a full 60 as you can get. So nice plays out of him. And look again, Bobby, they are set up for this rotation perfectly.
I think Atlanta has won every single rotation and all the hard points so far on this map, and it's going to be no different here as we look over towards P1. So they're going to be set up first once again, getting that initial time, but it's going to be OGC who are going to be getting aggressive, getting this break here as the glide bomb comes down. Lorenzo and Duffel both picking up a couple. So it's going to be up to Guerre on the inside. He's going to find two. Is he going to find three? He does! Guerre with the defense, picking up all three. Can't get the fourth as Leafs breaks on through, but it doesn't matter. He did his job. They lined up perfectly for him. So a great defense there of Atlanta Dazed, and they're going to be able to push right back and reclaim this point again.
Yeah, Gear's just going absolutely huge on that point there. I mean, it looked like a surefire thing. As soon as 3 players for Atlanta Dazed went down, you thought for sure OGC would have the break, but it was not to be so. Gear said, no way, Jose. But either way, OGC, they are in the hill right now, but it's going to be about a 30-point game. It looks like that they might be set up for this rotation for the first time today, Bobby.
Yep, it's going to be OGC. They're going to be set up. They have a top ship position, and they're going to have P2. But look what's happening under. Ooh. It's actually going to be Atlanta Dazed who are going to be undermining it quite literally under that point, looking for a couple of kills. Do get the couple, and they do get the first few seconds. So once again, I put that as a point towards Atlanta Dazed, who once again got the first few seconds on the rotation. Even though they didn't have top ship control, they still got the first few seconds. But now it's going to be OGC reclaiming what's theirs as Lorenzo picks up a nice 3-piece over there towards the front. As OGC just continues to hold, looking to tie it up once again. It's been a back and forth action. I mean, there's been a couple of crazy, flashy plays, but for the most part, this has just been very slow, very tactical COD so far.
Yeah, and this is a really, really nice hold from Old Guy Chicago, able to narrow the lead just a little bit, and they're excuse me, this hold has been really nice for them so far. Not really much Atlanta can do in terms of pressure. Now they are going to be set up for this B3 because again they have been winning the rotation battles for the most part. But now either way, we'll see if Atlanta can do a better job holding onto this B3. Last time I believe a player from Old Guy Chicago was able to go on a long flank. Make sure, keep it on that mini map.
Look at it. Look, they have no idea. They have no idea. It's going to be Zahid and it's going to be Duffy pushing on through and trying to cause in this flank and trying to flip these spawns. But they actually get found out as Outages found them both. But Lorenzo is still back there as Atlanta continues to hold on to the spawns. That is a lucky break for them. But these kills coming on through. Now what OGC just has to do is they have to get on this point and then push on through to try to secure these spawns.
Yeah, it really seems like that Atlanta Dazed is some of the holds can be a little bit tough for them, but it looks like that was actually a good job. At least reading the flank was going to happen. Either way, Old Guy Chicago, they were able to break through, and they are going to take the lead for, I believe, the first time this game. So good plays out of them to get into that P3, and look, they're set up very well for this next point.
Yeah, so we're going to see Chicago actually winning a rotation this time. They're going to be waiting on to this P4. It's be a big hill for them. They have the lead right now. If they're able to hold on and not let this breakthrough happen here from Jake, they'll be able to get some massive damage. And look at this chow by Jake. Can't quite find Leaf, but it's going to be Nime. He doesn't know he's there. Outages on the point, looking for this play. OGC still holding on to spawns at the moment as they do have that beach control, but it's Outages still trying to prevent them from gaining any ground whatsoever as the game does become tied once again. We'll just have to see what they plan to do next.
I lost feed for a second. I'm not entirely sure what is going on.
Yeah, we lost our screen here for a second. Not totally sure. Not totally sure what's happening. Hopefully it's still a good game here. It looks like Atlanta Dazed were able to hold on, so they got to that 200 mark, but now Chicago have finally broken through. There's 14 seconds left onto the point. And Atlanta Dazed just going to full retreat this one, start heading over towards stairs, and they're going to be ready for P1 as looks like Leafs wasn't really feeling himself on this one. I don't know what's happening in the back there.
Yeah, looks like Leafs actually just disconnected. So
wow.
Old Guy Chicago, they're going to be playing a man down for the rest of this match. It looks like unfortunate for them. Nothing they can really do about it. That is online COD for you in a nutshell. But either way, the match goes on. Atlanta Dazed, they are set up perfectly for this point. Wow, Zahid with a nice 3-piece. It looks like that could secure the spawns for his team. But look where Atlanta Dazed is spawning. They still have the close spawns despite having 4 down. They could work out for them. They could. Atlanta also could just say, "Hey, let's stop this." I have no idea. I have no
Atlanta
idea.
spawned over by Beach, over by P3 there, so they're going to have an easy flank. Look at that, 3 down right away. That's going to be a full team clear here for Chicago, as Atlanta are now going to be fully set up as the kill feed continues to roll red. But look at the spawn that Chicago just got. What on earth? I don't even know how that's possible. Was there somebody back there? I'm missing something. So it's Chicago now who were able to grab that spawn and get the flank. So they were able to prevent disaster from happening for now. But now a foot race over towards P1. And it might be Chicago who might win this, but they got to win these initial gunfights, as it looks like Outages is going to take care of Zahid, but Lorenzo causing havoc inside, just moving around. He's going to find 1. Can he find 2? He can.
Ooh.
Can he find 3? Looking towards the outer. Who is it out there? I can't see who it is. I believe it's going to be Gary, who's just kind of waiting out there trying to play his life, but Zahid's there for the cleanup. So Chicago with a great hold here on P1 as Lorenzo hits 5.
Yeah, and you know for a fact that every single player in Northern Chicago, they're going to try to make Atlanta Dazed come to them. They're going to play their lives as much as they possibly can. That is a nice start. Duffy cleans off the rest of Atlanta Dazed. Bobby, both teams could still win here. It is technically possible for Old Guy Chicago. They have to play perfect.
They have to play perfect. They can definitely do it. This game is just going to be just about time. A bomb coming in out of Lorenzo. He's going to find 3, and all of a sudden, it's going to be Outages just kind of waiting in. And look at this. The hill still did clear in Atlanta's favor, so Chicago's now going to go. Leaves back in at the absolute last second. Can he cause some damage? He's going to turn on Jake. Look over towards Nime, who's sitting up in top green.
They have to
Can't quite
rotate.
find him. So now we start moving over to P2. Big gunfight happening on the inside. Lorenzo is going to win it. So it's going to be Chicago who are on the point. Atlanta Dazed have to start pushing. They cannot let Chicago get away with this one, but they are completely staggered right now.
They are completely staggered. There's 2 players left for Atlanta right now, and they're taken out. Oh, yeah, Chicago's going to win this.
Are you serious? Are you serious? Chicago holding on. Can Dazed get there? They can't do it. Oh, guys, Chicago, 1 man down towards the end of the map, are still able to pull it out, and they take your map 1.
Oh my goodness. Leafs could not have gotten back in the... Leafs got back literally in the nick of time, Bobby. That is literally all I can say about
Use
that.
those channel points. Let us know who you got in this S&D Berlin. It's going to be Chicago starting off on the attacking side, and I think we got ourselves an A push to kick off this map.
Yep, an A push. I mentioned you can watch that cross. I believe that is what Leafs is doing, calling out to his teammates that there are 2 people on the cross right now. Old Guy Chicago looks like they are going to slow down just for a little bit here. Zahid probably knows there's at least 1 on the bomb site.
You got Atlanta playing pretty aggressive as they're all pushed up over towards A, basically just trying to hear any type of footsteps or noise. Look at Zahid's going to check the corner. Jake's going to be there, though, and Gary going to come in there with a follow-up as well. So now all of a sudden, Chicago finds them in a 2v4. You're going to try to back up, but Atlanta is just not letting him go away. But Lorenzo leaves us something to say about it. They're going to find 2 and even up the odds just a little bit as they try to reconvene and reestablish what they're going to do next.
Does Leafs not see Nime? I'm curious. I don't exactly know where their positioning is, but Lorenzo's going to get Lorenzo's going to get aggressive here on the patio. Lorenzo gets a kill on the Jake. All of a sudden, it's a 1v2 for Nime. And he's still, wow.
That is cold, dude. Wow. They were down 4-2 and they just came on through and just slayed them out. Old Guy Chicago taking that first map. Great plays out of them, especially Leafs and Lorenzo.
And Old Guy Chicago, like I said, they started out with the reads at the very beginning of that map because of Leaves climbing onto that top roof warehouse, calling out, seeing how many people are crossed over. But it turned out favorable for Atlanta Dazed, at least for the first half of that. But Old Guy Chicago able to clutch up.
The 2 L's taking no L's in that round. They're going to try to take a defensive one. That attack win is going to be massive on a map like this. So we're going to have to see if that holds steady. As now it looks like it's going to be a potential B push this time as Jake's going to find that first blood.
Yeah, and I believe Jake is going to try to get this bomb down as fast as he can. And I believe Atlanta Dazed, they're probably going to be setting up on this back warehouse area. I'm trying to make sure that no one can defuse this bomb at all. I think Old Guy Chicago, they're going to have to make some sort of push into back warehouse if they want to win this round.
Nice and slow here. The bomb does go down. So Old Guy Chicago again once again finding themselves in a 2v4 situation. And they're just going to kind of wait it out. Leafs with the atomic. Look at him, man. This guy's a grinder. I mean, going to be in the stock position. He's looking for Gear. He's going to fire a couple shots on him. He's going to give away his position as he coming in for the split. We can't quite do enough, and I think it's going to be Leafs who's going to be running out of time on this one. The flank coming in for Outages will surely do it. He's going to pick up at least 1 before he goes down. Actually, he's going to find Outages, try to go for the bunny, but can't quite pick him up. So Atlanta Dazed get on the board. It's going to be tied at 1.
Yeah, just as I said, I believe that was Zahid that tried to go all the way on that long flank, but I believe he was caught out by Nime. I believe it was. But Either way, when the bomb goes down like that, and you have a bunch of players on offense in that back warehouse area, there's almost no way you can get that defused. So nice plays out of Atlanta to set up 1-1.
Keep an eye on Jake. He's 4-2, man. He's starting to fry up a little bit. Definitely getting a first blood, and probably picking off a couple others in the process. So he might be the total slayer here for Atlanta, as it's going to be OGC now. Going for A again, playing it nice and slow. You see Leafs is playing pretty far back, playing over by that warehouse side. He's going to be looking for any type of cross.
Jake's playing the same exact position, but it still works for him. He takes out Zahid. 2 more in the hallway.
Ooh.
Tax traded.
He's going to back off. He's going to kind of let his teammates do some work here, move around a little bit as Atlanta have started to move up, try to pinch him a little bit. You see Guerrero's going to be sitting inside a cubby. I think Lorenzo actually knows where he is as he tries to check that corner. Duffy's going to be there for the help, but look at the push coming in for Jake, but Lorenzo's going to go around through, but Guerrero's going to win that one. Lorenzo stopped shooting a little too early as Duffy now going to push on through, try to stay alive with the turn on. No, Guerrero's going to find him. So it's going to be Leafs now in a 1v3. Leafs always seem to be one last alive. He's going to pick up Jake with a nice pick over there towards the stairs. Now he's looking for Nime. Can't quite see him below. I'm not sure who quite made the noise. I believe it was Nime. So 27 on the clock. He's got to try to recover this bomb. He's got to find Guerrero first, and the pinch coming in from Nime has been map here. Leafs throw the stun. He's going to check the corner. Is he going to check the left one, though? He's going to get the slide in, but the pinch from behind is going to put an end to that one. Atlanta Dazed taking the lead, 2-1.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Naim saw him over towards that P5 area, but either way, nice play. That round was a lot slower than the previous two, for sure, I would say, Bobby. But Atlanta Dazed plays went in their favor. That Leaves had a chance to make it interesting when he got that first kill on the P5, but nice try out of him, at least.
Yeah, at least just keep being left out high and dry. I mean, I know he's playing further back, which is why he always ends up being the last one. But man, how many situations are you going to put him in like that? Got to win those gunnies and try to give him some help. You can't be doing that to one of your better players for sure. He's just going to play that top fire position. Zahid holding that B site. It looks like Atlanta going to be favoring B once again, but it looks like they're going to try to get control of mid map first. You see Guerrero with the bomb. Actually, over towards mid, he's going to be looking for Lorenzo.
Look at Duffy.
Oh, no.
Look at Duffy.
Duffy has some type of read, man. This guy is just being like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to run there. You know what? Shout out to Duffy for not running a stun or any tactical for that matter. I'm curious what that play comes from.
Oh, he's going to get caught, though, from behind by
Jake,
look down!
There's just no idea. These guys are playing ring around.
Man.
And Duffy getting the call from behind. The call does come through, so I think Jake knows. But now he's in trouble, and he's going to get found out. So Chicago tying it right back up at 2.
Oh, man, that was just totally a beautiful round of angles. Duffy just able to really quite easily slip through it into back warehouse. I'm not entirely sure. Outages and Jake both did not see him, so... probably caused a little bit of confusion on the side of Atlanta Dazed when their guys were getting picked off, but nice plays out of Chicago to even it up.
Chicago continues to stay neck and neck with Atlanta Dazed. These guys are just not going to let each other have anything, are they? I mean, there's a lot to fight for here. Obviously, you're trying to qualify for chumps, and if you're Atlanta, you're looking for a little bit of revenge, and old guy Chicago, you're trying to prove a point. Right, you're trying to prove a point that you belong here, that you belong in chumps. So they're going to do everything they can to make sure they let Atlanta know. Lorenzo's going to hop right on bomb. Nime's going to hear it, so it's going to be an easy kill for him, and he had no support whatsoever, and they got to know this bomb is dropped on the B site. But look at he making the quick play, making some noise, though. He does have a little bit of help here out of Duffy. As Nime going to go to that same exact spot in the window. He's going to get caught by Duffy. He will. Great play out of Duffy to get that read, but he is going to get taken out in the back. So Chicago still left in a handicapped position here. It's 2v3. As Zahid could be waiting for Jake on that bomb site. Gonna grab him. That's gonna be a big kill. 2v2. As old guy Chicago look to clutch this round up.
Yeah, but it looks like that Atlanta Dazed, they are in a good position to at least stop the bomb. So now it's a 1v1. What is Gear gonna do?
This is a smart play out of Leafs, but the site is there. But this is actually probably going to go in Leafs' favor. Gear's just going to hot bomb. Leafs got to go. Leafs, you got to go, bro. You got to know he's there. You got to know he's there. He's going to get him in time. He will at the absolute last second. Old guy Chicago going to clutch that one up and take the lead once again at 3-2.
I mean, still probably the smart play there out of Gear to just hop the bomb and knowing there's not a lot of time left. Yeah, I mean, he knew at some point he was in that P2 area, so not really a whole lot he could do there. But that round started off interesting. Lorenzo, I believe, started off with the bomb, and Didn't end up checking docks, which cost him his life and made that round a little bit more interesting. He was trying to go for that quick plant, but didn't work out in his favor. But Old Guy Chicago still got the round win, at least.
And Atlanta looking at the alpha site and thinking it looks nice and juicy, so they're going to head over there this time. They've been favoring B for a bit, but look at Gear. Going to try to get into it with Duffy right away, but Jake is going to be there for a trade. So that's a good start to this round, as they just kind of want to play slow once again. But Zahid decides he doesn't really want to play slow. He wants to play in Cubby. That's where he wants to be. He wants to sit there and kind of wait this one out.
There's basically been somebody in Cubby every single round.
Yeah, I mean it's basically a power position in that spot. I mean in that bomb site. So I don't blame them whatsoever. Leaf's gonna poke out a little hole for himself, but Zahid gonna do some damage as he does find outages. Jake gonna be hopping on the bomb site, but he's in trouble as the split does come on through. Lorenzo gonna pick up Jake from the back, and a quick trade puts All Guys Chicago back up again. It's 4-2, and we go to the swing round.
4-2 swing round, and here we go for Old Guy Chicago. They could really make a statement here with another round win. Going up 5-2 is going to be very hard for Atlanta Dazed to come back if they go down that far. But man, Atlanta Dazed, it really seems like that they're doing the job of controlling the pace right now. It seemed like Atlanta Dazed, they did get one round where they got the bomb down quickly and it worked out in their favor, but ever since then it's kind of been all against Chicago, just controlling the pace and making Atlanta Dazed come to them, and it's been working out in their favor.
Chicago going to play for some mid-map control to start this up. They're going to go to the 50 and line on up. Let's see if they can make the most of it here. It's might get scrappy really quickly as we look over towards basically the P2 building, and everyone's just kind of running around in circles inside of who's going to find that first blood. It's going to be outages. Now Lorenzo going to be going on the heady, but that's going to reveal his position. He's going to try to get chased down here by Gear, but I think he just gets out in time. Zahid answering with some shots of his own, giving a warning shot as he just kind of waits for anybody to peek, and it might be Gear. We're going to have to wait and see as All Guys Chicago find themselves in a 2v3.
Yeah, and Zahid looks like Zahid is kind of trapped in here, running right into two people, and now all of a sudden Leafs is by himself. He's on a 5 streak, but it is a 1v3 situation. If he can get at least that one kill, that strafe run could be important.
I hate pointing out scores, but 10-2. I mean, my goodness. I don't know what your definition of a hard carry is, Brendy, but I think I'm looking at mine right here. 10-2 as you look for Gear, but Gear is going to end that one. So Leafs does have that glide, wasn't able to get the strafe, but that streak will come important. Is from what I understand, glides are usable again. So that should be good here as we go into this next round.
Yes, glides are usable, and I don't know if anyone for Atlanta Dazed is running Fortified. I'm not 100% sure. I'm sure they are probably running Ninja or some other perk, but either way, I mean, that glide bomb is important. You're going to get that readings, even if you can't get a kill. I mean, it's still all important. You'll know exactly where everybody is. So hopefully he uses it to his advantage.
B push here for Atlanta, as now we're seeing some smoke play happen in here as they're going to be able to smoke this alley out, and Gear's going to hop right on the bomb. A nice quick plant here on the B site as the glide bomb does come down for Leafs. Is it going to find anybody? It's going to find outages. That roof is just made out of paper. The bomb was planted over towards B, though, so Atlanta have that going for them, but they are running out of men very quickly as Leafs with a big pick. So now it's going to be Gear in a 1v4, and just there's nades everywhere. So that's going to be an easy retake here for Chicago, and they're going to put this one here to game point.
Yeah, I genuinely don't understand that glide bomb, though. Not the usage of it, but I don't understand how the guy inside of the bomb site died. I don't get that. Even if the guy's running Ninja, like, hello? Like, I'm sure he wasn't weak. So, and the roof, like you said, probably made out of paper. I don't think there's an opening in that roof, so that happened to our teammate Tej last night.
Yep.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
Well, now, Tej, you can say, hey, you're not the only one. So hope you're watching.
So Leafs currently sitting at 12-3, and I know Chicago are one round away from winning this, but I mean, this is basically Leafs' game, and everyone else is just lucky to be a part of it at this point.
They're here for the show.
They are. They bought their tickets. They're coming to the door. Some of them even got some VIP passes. Is there it's gonna be Chicago still moving up towards A site still. One kill going down. It's gonna be Jake. Gear's in a nice corner spot. He's gonna find Zahid. It's a trade there. Lorenzo pushes through. No, Gear's gonna read that one like a book. He's gonna snap on him real quick, and now we're just gonna come up with a follow-up as well. So now Leafs, if you want one guy to once again be in the clutch position, you want it to be Leafs, finds himself in a 1v3.
But really, you really have to think that Leafs is just cursing to himself. It's like, oh man, I'm really in this position again. This is the second time he's had to deal with a 1v3 this game. Luckily, there's not any streaks on the line right now.
No streaks on the line. He's just gonna kind of play this one patient. Try to find any type of pick, but he is running out of time and he is on the attack, so he's gonna have to try to make a move happen. But the bomb is dropped over towards A for now. Everyone just, for Atlanta, just kind of weighing and jiggling around, making sure they're still awake. Ooh, look at this flank here. At least he's going to find one. That's a big kill. He's going to look for one more. It's going to be Gear on the inside, I believe. Or it's going to be Outages. Apologies. As Leafs continues to rotate around, try to find the second one. He's going to push on through, not check the right corner. He's going to get taken out. So Atlanta Dazed keeping this one alive. 5-4.
Yeah, nice effort out of Leafs to at least get that kill and stop a little bit of momentum. But either way, like you said, 5-4, Old Guy Chicago. They need just one round, but 5-3 leads. They are some of the toughest to close out. I mean, I could say firsthand experience that that they are by far one of the hardest leads to close out. So either way, Leafs is doing a lot of work for his team right now, and man, this is a masterful performance out of him.
Looks like Atlanta might be thinking about that quick B plan again. I hear some smokes in the background, so they probably smoked off that street. So this should be an easy plant here for Guerra, as there's no one for Chicago in position to really prevent him from doing so. So Guerra just going to be performing a nice quick hit and run. Going to get that bomb down. Going to back it up. Going to join his teammate in the back and see what Chicago decides to do. Atlanta playing a nice game of let's let them come to us. It looks like that might work out unless Duffy has something to say about it. He's going to find one. Can he find two? Guerre going to play the heady. And I'm going to try to get the trade. Lorenzo getting a kill as well. Uh-oh. And all of a sudden, the kills all of a sudden leave 9 by himself, trying to stop Zahid from defusing. He's going to hop right on, but Lorenzo gets the kill. So it's going to be Old Guy Chicago taking map 2, and they'll be up 2-0 in this playoff series.
They're up 2-0, Bobby. I will have to say I'm a little surprised. I mean, Atlanta Dazed, this is the one team that Atlanta Dazed lost to in the regular season, and we can see exactly why. I mean, they Old Guy Chicago, they have come to play.
Let's focus up on what we got in front of us. We're not playing control. We're playing hardpoint. We're not just playing hardpoint. We're playing Bocage hardpoint, Brendy.
Let's take a deep breath because I think we're going to need it, man.
Oh, yeah. All right. Some nades to start out with as he pushes up over towards Hunt. He's going to go on the inside. He's going to look for one more player on the outside. He's going to try to find that kill. He can't do it as Jake's going to be able to find him. Now P1 is going to be scrappy. His Atlanta Dazed are going to hop on first. And Old Guy Chicago are going to answer right back. It's going to be a quick trade. And that's going to be all for me because I am not going to be able to hold that together the entire match.
Excuse me? Dude, this is not a radio play-by-play. Relax a little bit, okay?
Yes, sir.
Now look, there's... Okay. All right. You know what? You need to start over. Okay.
Yeah. All right. We're going here to P1 as it's basically anybody's game, as you can sure imagine, over on Bocage. Outages. Could be playing top bar nice and loosely. I can't even try to tell you what spawns are currently happening right now. Look, you see it. You see Outages deep in that backside, but Old Guy Chicago we're still spawning over by P5 on the same side. I think Old Guy Chicago are gonna have spawns for P2 as we basically have a tie going into this next hill.
Yeah, Outages and Lorenzo literally just gave each other a high five as they walked by, but Lorenzo was able to get that kill, secure the spawns for his team. So Old Guy Chicago, they do have the rotation here for early in this game. They do have the spawns as well, and they're holding on well as Leaves, making sure nobody gets into this bottom barn area. There's nothing Atlanta Dazed can do there. They are still spawning towards that back house.
Good starting hold here for Chicago, as Lorenzo's just kind of taking a nice relaxing vacation in the sun at the moment, not really getting too much issue from anybody at the moment, but now the push comes on through his Outages. We'll be able to find him, so Atlanta going to try to get the flip, and they do. So they'll be able to hold on to this point here. So 18 seconds left on the clock. You got to start thinking about P3. It looks like Chicago is definitely going to do just that, as Lorenzo's going to get into a 1 on the outside with Garrett and is going to win it. So all guys Chicago have secured spawns, and they've secured next. Now just got to make sure no one gets behind them.
Yeah, and so far that's going to be up to Zahid, and you see right now he's on the back tank area. It looks like Outages, he's going to go ahead and extend over. He gets that kill. So Atlanta Dazed, they do a good job of at least making sure that those spawns are not guaranteed. You see where Atlanta Dazed spawns. Okay, so Atlanta Dazed, they still kind of spawn far away. OGC is still with those close spawns for now.
And Lorenzo getting 3, making sure Atlanta gets no room whatsoever. They're holding no quarter inside of this hill. And Leafs picking up the rest in the back there. They're not losing spawns at the moment. It seems like Old Guys Chicago are continuously holding spawns. It's very rare, at least from what I've seen on this map, for there not to at least be one flip, but they're just not letting Atlanta gain any ground.
Yeah, and it's interesting too, Bob, because like they don't really, Old Guys Chicago doesn't really have anyone holding this back area anymore. Now Jake does at least manage to break through over towards kitchen side, get a quick 2-piece. Now Atlanta, they are going to get these scraps as well, so it will be very close to a tie game. But as I say that, Old Guys Chicago, they do have the spawns for next.
Joe spawns for next. You see Lorenzo is going to be a nice setup. He did get full streaks, by the way. He currently sits at 10 and 5, so they'll be much more useful here on this map for sure. You can basically just blow an entire point apart with those streaks here. So we'll have to see how he uses that, as Atlanta have actually flipped the script on this one and have been able to grab spawns as well as the point. But take a look at your minimap, number 5. That's Zahid for Old Guys Chicago coming into the red. He's going to secure spawns, so he's going to get it. He's going to get Leafs and Lorenzo to spawn right beside him. He's going to push on through. He's going to find one. He's going to contest the point. He's going to know Nimes in the back. Great call out, I'm sure, coming in from his team. And Jake's going to try to get the bunny, but Zahid is ready, finding 3 and getting the hill. So Old Guys Chicago with the reclaim. But once again, look where Atlanta is. Everybody just playing ring around the rosy around the whole map right now, as it's anybody's point inside of P3.
Yeah, I believe that was that push from Zahid that actually got split spawns for Atlanta Dazed. Probably caused a little bit of confusion on where everybody was. And Old Guys Chicago, they were able to break through. So looks like OGC will get this remaining time on this as well. And they're going to be set up for this river P5 as well. Only one person in position that can really get those spawns. That's going to be outages. There's not a whole lot they could do. But 4 red arrows for Atlanta Dazed, they're all going to be pushing on this left side. Well, as I said, they're going to be pushing right now to the point. But OGC right now holding momentum.
Yeah, going to go in with that challenge. Find 2, so that should be the point for Atlanta. We still have Lorenzo to worry about, who's going to get into a gunfight and win it too. So he's still going to be a thorn in Atlanta's side, as he's going to be able to find those 2 kills and wait on the outside. Spawns are still in Atlanta's favor, but Lorenzo in that power position. It's just not going to let anybody from Atlanta Dazed go in through that back castle, which is going to allow Chicago to break in through the front and get the point. But now finally they bring him down. So Atlanta Dazed have one more crack at this.
Yeah, and it looks like Gear's going to be the last person on the hill. He is able to take out Leafs. That is a big hill. They will take a very... this is going to be a lot of lead changes, so I need to stop saying that one team's going to take the lead over the other. But yeah, nice plays out of Gear to hold the rest of this time here. Wow, nice 2-piece out of him. 10 points. I think this is the largest lead either team has had so far, Bobby.
I agree. We go back to P1, where we're just going to see that thrown out the window, too. So get ready for it to get scrappy. Chicago going to be the first one to the bowl on this one. Yeah, with a nice bunny, going to find Lorenzo. Is probably going to find a second one as well. So the kill feed lights up red once again. So that should be a retake here for Atlanta. But some split spawns happening, as you see Lorenzo, number 7 on your minimap, still on that opposite side over by Hut. So he's going to try to get in a run-in with Atlanta, but it's not going to last long. Now Duffy finds one as well. Chicago just not really able to get anything going positionally on this P1. So Atlanta Dazed is eating up this time.
Yeah, Atlanta Dazed is actually doing a really good job of getting a decent amount of time on this hill, which is really otherwise a pretty scrappy hill. Now OGC, they are able to break through in for the meantime. That is 4 down for Atlanta Dazed, as Duffy doing a good job getting into the point. But they're just gonna go ahead and chalk this early. They're focused on spawns. There's no point in getting those 10 seconds.
All eyes on P2, as Atlanta Dazed are going to be first on that setup. But once again, it's Zahid, number 5 on your minimap, going all the way around. You're going to go into this stable. Should be able to find one here. That's 9. He's going to get that kill. Going to look for a second inside. The point gets him as well. A perfectly executed flank there. As Zahid breaks the point wide open for Old Guys Chicago to get through. But Outage is going to try to make a miracle play by himself. Can't quite do it. So Old Guys Chicago now with spawns, with point, and going to try to bring this game back into their hands.
Yep, so far they have secured about the first 15 seconds of this point. As I say that, though, there's no one in Old Guys Chicago that's really close to this point. Finally, some arrows are able to turn back and make sure that OGC is able to get some point. But Gear right now, he's pushing bottom barn. He's able to do what he does, get aggressive, and all of a sudden, right as I say that, Atlanta Dazed, they are able to push into the point thanks to that play from Gear.
So we spawn there out of Chicago, spawning deep on that P5 side. So they're just going to go flanking right on through mid, and they're just going to get right into it here with Atlanta, wasting no time whatsoever. Leaf's going to kick it off with one of his own. Our Old Guys Chicago able to break on through and grab the spawns. Looks like they might, as the Heat's trying to play in the back, but it's not going to be enough. Atlanta Dazed getting the secured spawns, getting the point, and they're going to try to increase their lead even further here on this point.
Yeah, and we'll see. There's going to be a lot of gunfights that happen on this hill. I'm curious to see if the spawns will be just as crazy as they normally are, or if they're still going to spawn close. Now, Naim is still back here. He is still able to hold on the spawns for his team, despite them all being taken out. But man, look at the kill feed right now is all green, Bobby. There is nothing
Naim's
Atlanta
smart.
can do to get
Look at
into
this.
this hill.
But they still have, excuse me, they still have the spawns. Nine was sitting on that tank. He doesn't need the chow. He knows what his job is. He has to keep spawns
but it
for
doesn't
Atlanta.
matter.
But Chicago, in a setup of their own, I don't think I've seen such slow play in Bocage in my life. This is Chicago in a nice setup here, and they're now realizing they have to try something different, but Lorenzo is just not going to let it happen. So now it's just going to be a full rotation over to P4. Massive hold out of Chicago as they've regained the lead.
Yeah, Old Guy Chicago, they had that set up like perfectly intentionally to keep Atlanta Dazed back there spawning so they could just rein in and get on the kills. I'm not sure if anyone on OGC got any streaks. It was a bit scrappy not scrappy, but team trades were going a little bit back and forth, so not entirely sure what happened there. But man, Atlanta Dazed, there was not a whole lot they could do there, Bobby.
Not a lot at all, as Zahid finds himself on a 5 again. Streaks would be massive here, so he should have at least a glide, and there's still a couple of streaks in the back pocket for Chicago. At least didn't get the glide. I thought he did for a second there, but atomic camo is something to behold. Let me tell you, so Zahid should have one. And again, nice slow play. I don't think I've seen Bocage this slow over these past 2 hills, but now Atlanta playing nice and tactically. They're going to be able to break through and get this point, but Lorenzo going to try to make something happen. Can't quite do it, so full reset now. As All Guys Chicago basically spawned over by Zig, so they're going to get right back into this point, but trades galore. There's going to be a 1v1 inside the map, and it's going to be Outages winning on this one. So Atlanta Dazed making up for that lost time, but it's going to be All Guys Chicago who are going to be ready for next.
Yeah, Old Guy Chicago, they are set up for next. They will have the spawns. You see Leafs is already set up towards that back tank close to tower, and I believe that it's going to be Duffy. Well, maybe not so much, but maybe they'll have one more player set up in the tree as well. They're not even on time, Bobby. There's a good 50. Well, I guess that glide bomb probably affected it a little bit, but a good 20 seconds of no hardpoint time for either team right now.
I'm wondering if they're trying to make sure they had the spawns there. I don't know. Oh, okay. Zahid with like a little 360 action there. So he's going to finally hop on timer for Chicago. And now the streaks are running wild. And now he's going to try to find, but he can't really find anybody because the rest of his team is killing him.
Oh,
so Guerra's going to go down inside the middle there. Look at the slaying power here coming out of Old Guy Chicago as they continue to eat up this time. This game has been completely turned up on its head. And it looks like Chicago might be able to take this one home if they just keep this up.
Yeah, and really, it was really just that play from P3, Bobby. If you remember, like I said, Atlanta, they had nothing going on into that P3. It really seemed to be their kryptonite. Going into that, Old Guy Chicago was down by 30, maybe 40 points. Now Atlanta still cannot break into that P5. As we go back into P1, they have to try something else.
Atlanta's going to be first onto this P1. They got to play. They had a really good run at this in the last rotation here on this P1. They got to do it again if they want to try to make this game more interesting. It looks like Jake's doing just that. He's basically on the point by himself, grabbing a couple of kills. Now the help does come on through, but look where Duffy is. He's going to find that kill. He's finally going to find Jake, and Guerra's going to go down as well for Lorenzo. Outage just trying to maintain some of that time, but Chicago once again just lighting up this kill feed and putting the game just in their hands. Atlanta can't get anything going.
Yeah, they really can. The kill feed has been all green so far. Not really a whole lot of back and forth action going on right now. Outage is at least able to contest. Now OGC cannot win on this hill, so they will have to go ahead and rotate. But as I say that, look where Lorenzo is. He's on time, and OGC, they do have the spawns. This is panic time if you're Atlanta.
Oh, Atlanta's got to go. They can't wait here. They got to get in through this barn. They got to try to make some type of flank here. Looks like they're able to push in through the front, though, because they're just better than anybody I've ever dealt with. So Lorenzo is going to go down. Jake's going to hop on point. Spawn's kind of messed up at the moment. Outage is going to try to secure him here. Is going to look for Leafs over on tails, but Leaf is actually going to jump out just the right moment. Atlanta's still maintaining time for now. But look where Chicago's going. They're going to look for spawns as Lorenzo's going to be pushed all the way through the back. The fight's still happening on the point. Atlanta's still taking over, but not for long. But Naim's still preventing any type of significant battle here. Look at Chicago. Look at Lorenzo shooting under the tank with a nice beam there. And now Chicago on the point. Atlanta's got to go. This is it right here. They got to win these next couple of gunfights, but they're not going to be able to get on the point in time. So it's going to be Old Guy Chicago with a swift 3-0, and they'll be moving on to Plat Premade Chumps.
I have to say, Bobby, okay, I'm not surprised at the win. I am a little surprised at the sweep. Every single one of those matches